Well, we're obviously disappointed. That's the third time we've played this team, and I felt like we just turned it on way too late. We were 2 sets in, and I think we made a really positive change, taking the libero jersey off of Kylie. We've been working on that a little bit in practice, and certainly feel confident in Kirsten's ability to libero, and obviously Kai's been an outside force for 3 seasons. So I think it was a good change at just the right time, but I guess what's disappointing is the lack of battle in us in the first and second set. I'm pleased with the way we responded in the third and fourth, but from this point on, we're going to have to bring that from the very beginning. Hats off to Mesa. They came in here and played extremely well. In system, that's a very difficult team to stop, and they were in system quite a bit tonight. So, that's a team that was playing for their lives tonight, playing for an opportunity maybe to play their way into the regional tournament, and you could feel that. We ball control in here really well. We played mines in here a couple months ago, and we don't typically have problems, but the ball was really peaking and dropping, and some of that we weren't reading very well. We'd think the ball was sailing long, and it would drop in front of us, and it took a long time to adapt to that, and I don't know if that was as much about being in this gym as it was just their serving style, and they served well. And we got them out of system a fair amount, too. I thought at times we were very aggressive serving. So much of this game is to serve and pass. It was certainly part of our philosophy, I'm sure both of our philosophies, to establish our middles early. And Brandi did a great job of trying to do that. We just didn't. Steph early on had a little bit of trouble putting the ball away, and came back later and got some critical kills for us. And, again, that boils down to us being in system enough to use our middles. But they're pretty committed to Vasati, so that opens things up for pins. And, I think, they just outplayed us tonight.
Can you talk about Kylie
back in her old position. Yeah, we've worked on it a little bit in practice, but to be honest with you, not that much. And so I knew it was a risk, but the way we were playing, I knew any risk was probably worth it at that point. She just came in, she brought the offensive side of the ball, she brought the defensive side, and we still have her ball control out there. So it was a worthwhile change, and I think she did a fantastic job just being adaptable. And I've asked her a few times, how you feel about it, and she said whatever the team needs, and that's what we needed tonight. And it's late to be pulling that kind of a change, but I had the utmost confidence that she would be good doing it.
Honestly, my adrenaline just kind of took over because, like she said, I've practiced it some, but not to the extent to just kind of whip it out. But my adrenaline just started going, and I kind of just went back a little more to my instincts instead of worrying about all the details, like get your hands here on the block and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of nice to just be able to go in there and just play without kind of having any of those, bearing me down. I don't know, because it doesn't feel super different, but it's just coming down to crunch time, and you've only got so many games left that just try to do your best. I don't know.
Keep going for this game.
I'm not quite sure why it took us so long to really compete. I knew that our mindset going into that third match was we're not going down like this, and sometimes you just don't connect right away at the beginning of games, but our team had enough confidence and enough drive in this tournament, and we knew that Mines wasn't going to go down, so we had to rise up to the challenge, and we did, and I just wish we would have done it sooner.
Now this NCAA tournament.
I think we'll bounce back and just look ahead of us right now. That's all we can do, and I'm really excited for our tournament. We've been working all season for this, and we're not going to go down, so we're just going to keep rising above and attacking challenges.
So, Coach, 2 weeks away from that.
Well, I just think we have to respond to this. We're probably going to get back in the gym and put some stress on and just work on how we manage that stress. We had to do that back at the beginning of the year when we were not, when a team would put pressure on us, we were wilting. And, we're feeling that a little bit. And this is it's for all the marbles now. Every time we play, it will be, you lose, you go home. And so that's a certain amount of pressure in and of itself. And so, we're just get back to working on some of the things that we need to do a little bit better and how we handle pressure. We'll probably have a total of 6 practices, and we'll be back on the road in the tournament. So, I think it's as much about us letting this go, learning from it, and then just continuing to get a little bit better between now and then and being the best version of ourselves we can be when that NCAA tournament comes.